When a case reaches the courtroom, the difference between a conviction and a dismissal often comes down to a single question: was the digital evidence handled correctly? Over 2 decades working at the intersection of technology, forensics, and now blockchain, I have seen brilliant investigations collapse because someone opened a file, plugged in a drive, or forgot to log a timestamp. Digital evidence is fragile by nature. A single careless keystroke can render terabytes of proof legally worthless. In this article I want to share the practical protocol I apply, blending traditional forensic discipline with the immutability guarantees that modern technologies like Stellar and Soroban can offer. The first rule: never touch the original. The cardinal principle of digital forensics is that you work on copies, never on originals. When I arrive at a scene, my first action is to isolate the device, pull it off the network, block Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and prevent any remote wipe. According to Verizon's data breach investigations report, a meaningful share of evidence is lost simply because devices remain connected during acquisition. The next step is creating a bit-by-bit forensic image using write blockers. A write blocker physically prevents the acquisition workstation from writing to the source drive. Without it, the mere act of mounting a disk in Windows can modify metadata, and defense attorneys know exactly how to exploit that. I always generate the image with tools like FTK Imager and I compute both MD5 and SHA-256 hashes immediately. If the hash of the copy matches the hash of the source, I can prove in court that not a single bit was altered. As I have testified in proceedings where this hash match was the deciding factor in accepting the evidence. Chain of custody: the unbroken timeline. Even a perfect forensic image is useless if you cannot prove who handled it, when, and why. The chain of custody is a continuous, documented record from collection to courtroom. Every transfer, every access, every storage location must be logged with timestamps and signatures. Here is where my Web3 background changes the game. Traditional custody logs are paper forms or spreadsheets, themselves susceptible to tampering. In recent projects I have anchored evidence hashes on the Stellar blockchain using Soroban smart contracts.